Hi you guys, I hope that you are all doing well. I'm super excited because it is actually a little bit chilly out today, so I got to wear a sweater. And even though it's supposed to be like 85 degrees in a couple of days, I want to embrace this weather and just like pretend that it's already fall and that I'm wearing sweaters every day and I'm nice and cozy. I really want to decorate my house. I'm there. That's where my mind's at right now. And I have some new products that I wanted to try out, and I thought we just kind of put together like a fall look using the new products. It's kind of like a first impressions, but also just like get ready with me, shop my stash kind of video. This is not planned out very well, by the way. Like I really don't know where this look is going to end up, but we're gonna maybe do a fall lip or something. So I'm just gonna put on this Ilia lip wrap, which I've just been using at night and I've really been enjoying to use like before I do my makeup. It makes my lips like nice and hydrated before I actually go in with anything. Also going to curl my lashes really quick because I always forget this step. It just makes such a huge difference. And I like to do it before I do like any other eye step, just because I feel like it can kind of like disrupt the shadow. And if you have base on, then like using this and resting it on your face can kind of disrupt the base. And for my base, I'm really hoping that this shade will work. This product was actually gifted from Lawless. I haven't actually tried any Lawless products before, so I'm excited to try this. Super appreciate them gifting this to me. This is the Conceal the Deal Long Wear Full Coverage Foundation. And I have it in the shade Cristallo, which I picked out myself, but I did it online and sometimes that's a little bit hard. This is supposed to be like a long wearing lightweight foundation, but also full coverage, and I'm not usually someone who does full coverage, so I thought it'd be fun to try something new. I'm gonna give it a shake. It sounds like the Chanel Vita Lumiere Aqua foundation, if you guys know what I'm talking about. That was a foundation that I always really wanted growing up, and I'd be like watching YouTube and everyone was talking about it. So this might be a little bit light for me. Here is the foundation. Yeah, it's pretty light. So I'm definitely gonna have to bronze it up a bit, but I'm just going to start with a sheer layer towards the inside of my face, and then we'll kind of color correct as we go. It's definitely pretty fast drying. I'm applying this with my fingers because that's just how I prefer to apply foundation, and because I went through every single brush that I had and they were all dirty or disgusting and dusty, I didn't want to do that to my skin, so this is what we're doing. Pretty pale. I feel like I'm applying zinc to my face. I have a tiny bit of color right now, so perhaps I'll be able to get away with this better over the winter. I also like took way too much out of the bottle. I know this is a full coverage foundation, so I tend to have a pretty light hand, but you definitely don't need a lot of it. So I'm concentrating this mostly towards the center of my face, more like a highlight, because it's just way too light for me right now, which is kind of a bummer. But it does mean that I can get a sense of the finish, which is definitely a powdery finish. It only feels like it's setting quite quickly. And the way that I applied it, it definitely has kind of like medium coverage, but I could really see how you can build this up. I'm just gonna apply this under my eyes as kind of like a concealer as well. And then we'll go in and do some bronzer to really bring back the life into my face. I might try this with a brush or a sponge next time just to see if the application's a little different. I'm not sure that using your hands is the optimal way to do this. Okay, so I'm just tucking my hair back because I'm going to add some bronzer back in so that I look a little bit more like myself. I'm grabbing the Salt Beauty, I forgot the color, but I will have it in the description box below. I'm just using my little palette that I put together, and there's a bronze color that I really like. I'm going to apply this back by the hollows, up along kind of the side of my hairline, and a little bit kind of like onto my cheek, just to bring some like color and natural shade back. Just bringing excess kind of to the sides of my nose to bring back some more dimension. Again, this is just to bring like color back into my face, so it's not really contouring, it's not really bronzing, it's just maybe like sculpting. I don't know what's a good word for this. And then I think as we apply, you know, like blush and everything, it will even itself out. I still have so much foundation on the back of my hand, and I can see that this is already dry. You guys can see if I rub back and forth over here, there's like barely any movement, barely any blending. So this is definitely a foundation that sets. You can see this as being a really great event foundation, just because it's really gonna stay in place. Just gonna take a dot or two more of it in this like really blue hollow of my eye. So I hope everything's been going really well with you guys. Things have been really good, but really hectic for us. We've just like been doing a lot, which is really nice. Getting to see more friends, which has been fun. Had a lot of like life events, which has been great, and just lots of celebrations and like happy occasions to celebrate with people. So that feels really good. Definitely a nice break, but it also means that things are just quite busy. As someone who's definitely like more of a homebody, it can be like a little bit tiring. We're also trying to figure out our living situation, and that is tiring in itself. Thinking about like moving, thinking about where we want to move, thinking about like what next steps look like, and it's really tough. We're trying to find like a more permanent housing solution, and that has just been like kind of draining to look for. And we've put a couple of offers in on places, and unfortunately we have been outbid. That's been disappointing, but it's all a process, and what is meant to be will happen. We keep trying to remind ourselves of that so we don't like get our hopes up. We've talked to so many people who've put in like 32 offers before they found the right place, or some outrageous number. So trying not to get too set on one idea of what we're doing. Maybe we'll still end up renting something. Maybe we'll end up buying something. We're just a little bit in flux right now. I'm gonna go in with this Luxe conditioning tint from Vapor, and it's a new balm from them. I really love this color. It's in the shade Enchant, and it just feels like super fall, plummy and gorgeous. So I'm gonna use this on my eyes and cheeks and kind of get this really nice cranberry wash of color. Now I know kind of what to expect with these Vapor products, which is that there will be creasing, but it gives your skin this really beautiful kind of glow. And I really don't mind the creasing. I just kind of blend it out. I'm gonna take a little under my eye too. I think we're gonna go for like a cranberry look today. But yeah, I feel like over the past year or two, like our needs or like what we're looking for, at least housing wise, has really changed a lot because we have a dog now. And then also I think just like where we're at in our life and what we want to do, and you know, we're feeling like it'd be nice to like put down roots and really settle down, but we'll have to wait and see. What did people say? It's like the universe just laughs when you make plans. So we're kind of open to, you know, whatever ends up happening. I'm gonna do some brown liner. I'm gonna sharpen this. I feel like liner just works better when you sharpen it. And it's a step that I always forget to do, but nice and sharp. This is a Well People pencil, so it's super smudgy, pretty soft, but stays in place really well. And I'm just gonna apply this kind of sloppily, and then I'm gonna see if I can find a relatively clean brush to just kind of like blend it in. Get it a little bit smokier with my fingers, and then I'm gonna go back in and do a more defined line at the base of my eyelashes. I feel like the sweater that I'm wearing, I've worn so much on this channel and just in my real life. It's pretty wild. I have it in 2 colors, and it's literally like all I wear during the winter time because it's so easy to throw on. And I'm also a huge fan of turtlenecks, always have been. I'm gonna go underneath my eye, but I'm gonna like draw some on here in the back of my hand and then grab it with the brush, just because I think sometimes it's easier to get a more smoky look, and then just go and gently place it and kind of smudge it in. I have pretty heavy lashes on the outside of my eye, so I don't like to do anything on my bottom lashes that's too dark, because I feel like then I start to get like a shadow. Like even this, I feel like I have a big shadow, but sometimes it is nice to put a little something. I have the new Ilia mascara, but I don't want to try it quite yet just because I'm still using this Le Bouge Rouge one. I'm just gonna generously apply it, making sure to hit the outer corners. But I really loved this mascara. It's definitely one of my favorites, and it is a luxury price point, but it really works for me, at least. I know mascara is like deeply personal. I always, you know, feel nervous about recommending it because like everyone's eye shape is different. Products that people use under their eyes are really different, but for me it really works. I'm actually going to use the same Vapor product on my cheeks, and I'm going to start just kind of building it up into a nice kind of glow. I love these because you don't have to be super precise with them. They just kind of like give your skin this really pretty tint. Go over my nose. Yeah, this is definitely going to be a very cranberry look, and we might have to adjust the blush based on the lip, because I want to use one of these products. This was actually gifted to me from Pharmaca, and these are the Inca limited edition lipstick crayon trios, and they just have like perfect fall shades in them. So this comes with a sharpener too, and I haven't tried these before. Okay, that was a little ASMR. The Ilia product that's on my lips is like mostly absorbed in, but these are the Inca lipstick crayons, and look how pretty they are. I want to go for this one. That's the color right there. Let's try this one too. I think that's a little bit too like brick for this look, so let's do the first one that I did. And then this other one looks almost like a highlight color. Yeah, it's shimmery, has more of like a sheen to it than the other. So I'm just gonna draw this right on. This is my first Inca product. I haven't tried this brand before. But I like the idea of lip crayons because you don't need a lip pencil too. A lot softer than I thought it would be. I'm just gonna like tap it in a bit. And I don't know, I think it is the lip crayon. I thought at first maybe it was the lip wrap that I had underneath it that was making it so soft, but I think it is the lip crayon. It feels just like a lipstick on your lips. I'm gonna take what I kind of tapped out of it and stick it on my cheeks just to kind of intensify that a little and blend it out. And stick some on my eye too. We'll just use everything everywhere. Very resourceful. It's a lot more purple than I thought it would be, but I actually really like the color. It feels a bit slippery though, and there's definitely a sheen to it, which I thought it would be a little bit more matte. I tend to like, not matte, but maybe like a velvet finish for my lips, so let's see. This might be like a bit too slippery for me, but I could certainly see how keeping this in your purse is very handy. And you can either really build it up to an intense like kind of vampy color like this, or just apply a small amount. It's so funny, whenever I sit in front of the camera, because of the contrast between my hair and my skin, my hair always looks so dark on camera, but I actually have not light brown hair, but a much lighter brown hair, and now the contrast between all of this, I feel like it looks like I have black hair, which is like very far from what I actually have. So I think I'm gonna leave it there. I feel like we've got enough going on right now. It's really fun to get to play around with some new products. Everything layered really beautifully over that initial foundation. And like I said, it's very much set in place. So the foundation doesn't feel like it's going anywhere, which is great. I just wish that I got the right color in it. But I did not. So this is probably going to be more of like a highlighting product for me, something I can use towards the center of my face. And then like today I'm going to have to kind of balance out the color, but was pretty impressed with this, and it says long wearing. So I'm going to see how it lasts kind of throughout the day. Enjoy the one day of fall before it gets really hot again. And yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed this. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing a few new products that I'm introducing here and there. Let me know in the comments some of the videos that you guys want to see this fall season. I have a couple of ideas, but I'm curious to hear what you guys think. If you haven't already, go check out last week's video. I worked really hard on it. Skincare videos always take the longest for me because I like to do my research and make sure I can like present a really well-rounded review for you guys. So it would mean so much if you go ahead and watch that and give it a like and maybe a comment. Otherwise, thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't already, make sure to hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys next week. Bye!